Start of script. Have you ever looked up at the night sky and felt a sense of wonder, a feeling of connection to something vast and timeless? You're not alone. For thousands of years, long before city lights washed out the Milky Way, our ancestors did the same. But for them, the stars weren't just beautiful. They were a map, a clock, and a sacred text. This is the story of the first astronomers, the Stargazers of Antiquity. Imagine a world without calendars on your phone, without GPS to guide you. How would you know when to plant your crops or when to harvest? How would you navigate the vast open oceans? You'd look up. The predictable cycles of the sun, moon, and stars were humanity's first and most reliable guide. Let's travel back in time, over 5,000 years, to the misty plains of Ireland. Here stands Newgrange, a massive stone structure older than the pyramids of Giza and Stonehenge. It's an incredible feat of engineering, but its true magic is revealed for just a few minutes each year. On the winter solstice, the shortest day of the year, a narrow beam of sunlight penetrates a small opening and illuminates the chamber deep inside. This wasn't an accident. It was a precise solar observatory, built to mark the turning of the seasons, the promise that light and warmth would return. It was a beacon of hope, built from stone and sunlight. Now, let's journey south to the Fertile Crescent, to ancient Mesopotamia, often called the cradle of civilization. The Babylonians were meticulous observers. From their ziggurats, they tracked the movements of the planets, which they saw as wandering stars. They were so good at it that they created detailed star catalogs and could predict lunar and solar eclipses. Have you ever wondered why we have a 7-day week? Thank the Babylonians. They named the days after the 7 celestial bodies they could see: the sun, the moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. Their legacy is literally written into our daily lives. They also developed the zodiac, dividing the sun's path across the sky into 12 equal parts. For them, this wasn't just astrology. It was a sophisticated system for tracking time and celestial events. It was a mathematical framework for understanding the cosmos. Across the Mediterranean, another great civilization was using the stars for a different purpose. The ancient Egyptians watched the sky with incredible devotion. For them, the brightest star, Sirius, held special significance. Its reappearance in the morning sky just before sunrise, after being hidden for about 70 days, coincided perfectly with the annual flooding of the Nile River. This flood was the lifeblood of their civilization, bringing fertile silt to their farmlands. The rising of Sirius was the signal that a new year of abundance was beginning. Their entire calendar, a 365-day system that forms the basis of our own, was built around this single celestial event. The pyramids themselves are a testament to their astronomical skill, with some shafts aligned precisely to certain stars, connecting the pharaoh's journey in the afterlife with the eternal cosmos. Further east, in ancient China, emperors employed court astronomers whose job was to watch the heavens for omens. Comets, novas, and eclipses were seen as divine messages, signs that could foretell the fate of the dynasty. They kept incredibly detailed records spanning centuries, documenting guest stars, stars that suddenly appeared and then faded away. We now know these were supernova, the explosive deaths of massive stars. One such event, recorded in 1054 AD, created what we now call the Crab Nebula. Thanks to their meticulous records, modern astronomers can pinpoint the exact origin of this beautiful cosmic remnant. They weren't just watching, they were writing history in the sky. And what about the Americas? The Maya, in the dense jungles of Mesoamerica, developed one of the most complex calendar systems ever conceived. They tracked the cycles of Venus with astounding accuracy, calculating its year to be 584 days, just a tiny fraction off from the modern value of 583.92. Their cities were aligned with celestial events, with structures like the Caracol Observatory at Chichen Itza, designed to track the movements of Venus, the sun, and the moon. They understood that the universe was a place of intricate cycles, and they wove this understanding into the very fabric of their society and religion. These ancient cultures, separated by vast oceans and thousands of years, all shared a common drive to understand their place in the universe by observing the heavens. From Stonehenge in England, a massive calendar built to align with the solstices, to the Nazca lines in Peru, giant geoglyphs that may have pointed to where celestial bodies would rise or set, the evidence is everywhere. Humanity has always been looking up. What's truly amazing is what they accomplished with just their naked eyes, patience, and brilliant minds. They laid the groundwork for everything we know about the cosmos today. They were the original scientists, mathematicians, and explorers. They didn't have telescopes or computers, but they had a deep curiosity and a profound connection to the sky. Their discoveries weren't just abstract knowledge. This was practical, life-sustaining wisdom. Astronomy told them when to plant, when to navigate, when to celebrate. It gave their lives rhythm, order, and meaning. It connected their earthly existence to a divine celestial dance. So, the next time you find yourself under a starry sky, take a moment. Think of the Babylonian priest charting the path of Venus. Think of the Egyptian scribe watching for Sirius to rise above the horizon. Think of the Mayan astronomer climbing the steps of an observatory. You are part of a legacy that is tens of thousands of years old. You are sharing the same view that inspired the first calendars, the first myths, and the very beginnings of science. The sky above us is a vast, open history book, and its first chapter was written by these incredible stargazers of antiquity. Their quest for knowledge continues today, as we send rovers to Mars and point telescopes toward the dawn of time. The tools have changed, but the fundamental wonder, that human urge to look up and ask what's out there, remains exactly the same. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey through time. If you enjoyed this glimpse into the ancient cosmos, please hit that like button, and consider subscribing for more adventures into history and science. Let me know in the comments which ancient civilization's astronomy fascinates you the most. Until next time, keep looking up. End of script.